Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
What's up? What's up?
I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And I'm Dee.
And this is episode 192 of the Oprah Rose Show. We had obviously a very explosive week with all of the mess brought to you by your local messperts of all of the Real Housewives of Atlanta drama.
Okay.
God only knows what will be next and what will come out on the special.
But we'll keep you posted on our Patreon. So
right.
sign up.
Real time.
Mm-hmm.
In real time, there will be updates, like you said, on the Patreon for all of the mess. What else, y'all? I mean, I feel like real quick, like, what is the check-in with y'all? How have y'all been?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, we don't really ask anymore.
Like, how's everybody doing?
Yeah, like, what is the check-in? What is the temperature? What's it giving?
When this episode comes out, I would have just been coming back from Nashville. So I'm going to Nashville for the first time. To direct a music video. So this
amazing.
This is a big deal, y'all.
For whom?
And it's funny, I actually said this on the show. Can you tell us who? So it's for my sister. She's an artist, a country singer. Her name's Brittany Spencer. It's her first music video. And so I just wrote up the treatment. I worked with this production company in Nashville and they loved the treatment. And so amazing experience. But
you claimed that.
You manifested it on the show.
You definitely manifested it. Did you tell the show that Brittany Spencer was your sister though?
I don't think so. And it's funny
this
because
is why we have to have that show where me and TT just solely interview you.
Well, I didn't know that. And I've known this nigga since we were 16. And I did not know. And I did not know that. I didn't even know. I was like, what? That's your sister? What? So, yeah.
Yeah. And so it's funny, too, because she's gotten a lot of accolades recently, too. And so when my job found out that we were related, they were like, whoa, we were doing all these things with her. We had no idea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Even that's crazy and amazing. So
you're directing.
Amazing.
Wow. Well, congrats.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see it.
Amazing.
What's going on with you, G?
Shit. I wish my life was a little bit more eventful, but just raising my kid.
All right. So what vacations are coming up? Summer's coming.
I actually don't have any vacations planned at the moment.
But we got one coming for you in August. You just wait.
See, I have to put a pin in that because I'm being in a wedding.
See, now she said she had nothing going on. Now you see how that happened?
No, but I have to leave that open because I am going to be a maid of honor in a wedding, and so I'm waiting to find out when that block of time is going to be. But it's pinned for August.
I'm counting. I'm actually counting y'all out. I know it's not gonna happen, sadly, but I know. Yeah,
we'll see. TBD.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm UG. There's literally nothing. I'm just here, child. Trying to lose some weight. The same shit I be doing for the past 16 months is trying to lose some lbs. That's it. And I don't have my glass of wine, so it's not even helping. But anywho, we've been highlighting, last week we obviously had Bree from Spike Spin, and so we're super excited now to have the fellas from Down North Pizza. This is in West Philly, correct?
No, it's in North Philly.
North Philly. See, I got my car.
I was going
to say, I'm from Baltimore, so we only got East and West. So now I'm fucking it up. I'm fucking up the cardinal directions and whatnot.
North, N-O-R-F, North Philly.
Exactly. And
N-O-R-F.
It must be with an F.
Yeah.
This is the most if y'all. I posted it on my Instagram, and people from New York were like, "How is it?" And I was like, "It dead ass is worth the trip. It's worth a drive, a day trip." For pizza, and this is, New York is obviously allegedly the pizza capital.
Allegedly.
But I'm telling you, dead ass was the best pizza or box of pizza that I have had.
Like North Philly is the new capital of pizza.
It's really North Philly is the capital of pizza now.
Y'all said it.
I mean, it again. Right? No, I'm saying it. We claiming that, like you said, North NORF Philly. So,
taking a stand.
Take the stamp. So welcome, Mike, who is the executive chef, and Muhammed, who is the owner and CEO. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Sound bites. So
Of course. I'm on y'all IG right now, just like scrolling, like why
salivating.
can I eat this pizza right now? Y'all, if y'all go to their IG, they have a bean pie ice cream sandwich. I ain't never heard of this black shit before, but I need it right now.
We're gonna be real black for you. You hear me all the time.
Need. So, and not only that though, like, it's not just pizza. There's obviously a mission behind what you guys are doing, which I think is amazing. So, get into, how you guys started that and what, y'all are literally put your money where your mouth is with the community. So
yes,
get into that.
No, for sure. That's why we call it the people's pizza, because that's what it's about. That's what we're here for. But the idea and concept, it took a couple years in the making. Probably around 2018, I had purchased the building. I didn't know what I wanted to do with it initially, but I knew I wanted to do something to serve the community, because when I look around and I see what was going on in the community and how underprivileged the community was and how there was, nobody investing in that community, I knew that, we needed to change that narrative and change, something that was going on within that community. So I thought long and I thought hard, and I'm like, yeah, we probably could put a restaurant here because it's also a food desert. There's nothing around there to eat. You got the Chinese store, and that's about it. No markets or anything. So with that being said, I want to do something more than just any ordinary restaurant. So how can a restaurant benefit a community of people? So knowing that our community, suffered and is plagued with the issues of mass incarceration, and it's been for some time now, I thought, how about we just, start a restaurant that exclusively hires like formerly incarcerated people. And with that being said, Kurt, a good friend of mine, he was also doing some work as well within the community, hosting dinners to have conversations about reimagining the world without mass incarceration and without carceral systems in general. And I attended one of his dinners and was intrigued by what was going on. And, I presented what I had going on to him, and there you got down north.
That's amazing. Did you have to partner or speak to, correction officers or probation officers or those people who kind of like manage formerly incarcerated individuals so that they were aware that this was a resource that they could utilize as far as jobs are concerned?
We were connected with a lot of programs in Philly that kind of filtered out what was going on. So they had an opportunity of knowing, and, we got a great response from everybody because, ideally, if they had people on their caseloads, i.e. the parole officers, probation officers, it makes that job a little easier, knowing that they're actually doing something positive. So, they were, all on board with what we had going on, and the response from the community and the city has just been overwhelming, to say the least.
Yeah. So how did you guys land even on pizza? Like, how did the two of you connect even? Because like you said, it's definitely a food desert, which is plagued by like so many inner cities. We were talking about West Baltimore before we started, and I was there last week, and I had to go 20 minutes away, like just to get a sandwich. Like, and I mean, literally just a sandwich. There was nothing. And the same thing, I was like, damn, there's not even a supermarket. Like, it's nothing around here. Or like Murray's, which don't even sell produce when you really think about it. I don't know if y'all got Murray's.
Yeah, we got Murray's.
Yeah, okay, y'all got Murray's. Okay, exactly. I didn't know if Murray's was only
just frozen food. That's it.
It's just and it's only Murray's brand. It's not even like Trader Joe's shit. But
I ain't gonna lie, but those chicken nuggets though is legendary.
So are the French toast sticks. Grew up on them, and the little cheese sticks though, and the little steakums and French toast.
Wow.
Yeah. I like grew up on them. Now, right now, trust me, I went to Murray's though. Don't get it twisted. But as an adult, I bet you didn't want no damn Murray's the other day.
No, the pizza idea was like, what is a food item that everybody loves that we can actually get people open to having these conversations that we want them to have, which is about, ending mass incarceration and looking into some of these systems and actually looking to how we can abolish and rebuild them and reimagine them in a different way, because the way they've been set up, they're working exactly how they was designed to work. So they're not broken, because the way they design them, this is how they're supposed to work. The carceral system is the third largest employer in the United States. So, and 650,000 people are released from prison every year. So there has to be something to get some type of retention from the people that are exiting the third largest employer. How are we going to get them back in? So this is why you have the probation and parole systems in place, because that's a way it's a trap to keep filtering in the system. So it's like, we have to figure out a way to kind of combat that. So if we can have an item that everybody loves, that we can, have people talking about, and then we can kind of, have the overarching conversation about, listen, how can we, fix what's broken? So this is why we chose pizza.
I love that. Yeah, that's amazing.
And how did you partner up with with Mike, the executive chef?
So Mike can tell you, more about that part. That Mike.
All right. The other co-founder, Chef Kurt, I actually met him at a taco stand in like 2013. I had just came home and I like to eat how he liked to eat. And we just met at a taco stand in our neighborhood and we kept in contact. And he actually brought me along to a couple of restaurants that he had headed up. And when he needed an executive chef that fit the criteria, he just pulled me through, and it's like, I've been rocking and rolling ever since.
Nice.
I love that.
How'd you get your start with food? Like, what made you like fall in love with food and becoming a chef?
My start with food goes all the way back to my roots. We gonna talk about my family, like I was telling y'all before, like I have family in West Baltimore. But when my family left the South on my mother's side, they went to New Haven, Connecticut, Philadelphia, Norfolk, Virginia, and Baltimore. So our family reunion every year is in one of those cities. So being part of the family reunion, you always was cooking. Like, it's not just the women that cook in my family, it's the men. Like, we got a coveted barbecue sauce recipe. My family had a barbecue sauce had a barbecue restaurant on 52nd and Spruce back in the day. And so like that was always with me. And on my father's side, they always had family dinners. So cooking was always something. I grew up in my grandma's skirt, always under her in the stove. So it was like, there was always something that presented a career for me. I always saw myself cooking.
That's dope. So I have a random question, and this is more so about pizza. Is it true that niggas don't like pineapples on pizza?
What you mean? Our best, one of our best pieces is called The Flip Side. And
like it's like an argument. Like people be really going back and forth. It's like 50-50 between the people like pineapples or not.
I made a believer out of a photographer for Philadelphia magazine. He's a food photographer, and he said he doesn't like pineapples on his pizza, but we caramelize our pineapple. So we cook it down, we bring the sugars out, we take that tartness out of it. You know, a lot of time it's that little tartness that get people.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of pineapples on pizza.
Guaranteed you, we could bet the house on it. You taste our flip side, you coming back for more, because we got barbecue beef bacon. A lot of people never even had beef bacon before.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, no pork on our fork. We don't do none of that. You know what I mean? So like barbecue beef bacon, caramelized pineapples, pickled jalapenos, and a barbecue sauce drizzle. And it's a winner every time.
Wow. I'm starving. Like that. Like my God.
I mean, even down to the name though. Like shout out to Flipside. Like,
yeah.
I mean, y'all got Freeway eating that pizza too?
He coming though.
Right.
Like, listen, people ain't gonna be able to deny the role that we having on this Philadelphia culture right now, and they gonna have to pop out and see what we doing. Like we done had Tierra Whack pop out. Come see we might name a pizza, but my new pizza is Tales of a Hustler. I got a barbecue beef brisket pizza popping out tomorrow. Barbecue beef brisket, harissa beer cheese, pickles, Haitian pickles.
I don't even know like
what
that is, but
I'm so uncultured.
And this is a beautiful thing about pizza, right? A pizza is so basic, but it's nostalgic. You know what I mean? Because we all, as kids, when we ordered out, like when your mom or your dad say, "Look, it's Friday, I ain't cooking shit."
You eating pizza.
But pizza allows me to still do some chefy shit and introduce my community to different things that, like when I was cooking downtown, people in my neighborhood don't know nothing about certain, like they don't know nothing about harissa. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about the pickles, you know what I mean? Unless you was Haitian. But it's a pickles, like if you ever been to any like West Indian function when they do like the fried fish or whatever, and that condiment that they put on top.
Yes, like
you dig me? And I got that on top of a brisket pizza with harissa beer cheese. You know what I mean? And I'm garnishing it with thyme. So like, I'm opening up a conversation for my community to taste different flavors that they may not have had, or they may have had before, but they didn't know what they were.
That way, yeah, because the ingredients are definitely like top tier and stuff that.
So like, now when you go out to that restaurant, So now when you go out to that restaurant, you're like, oh, I know what harissa is. I know what. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we try to do.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Like, I mean, y'all, like you said, y'all are definitely, not only is it obviously directly affecting the community, but also just teaching people with, like you said, something that's familiar, that's not like super off-putting, where it's like, I'm not going to eat that. Like, I'm not going to try that. And then I think the other amazing thing is, like, you know, you guys, I remember we had to call just to make sure it wasn't sold out. And of course, my fat ass was trying to get the cheese, the real cheese, not the vegan. And like I said, it was delicious, but I'm like, well, wait a minute, I got to just get like a regular one. And it was amazing. Like, everything was sold out, and there were people literally like the sold out sign was on the door, and people were coming up like, damn, I just missed it. Like,
wow,
you know, like,
I love
literally
that, but that's
people
crazy.
coming up. Yeah. And this is just there. So I was like, damn, like, this is really some real shit. Like, the merch, even, shout out to y'all, is amazing. I'm going to buy my long sleeve shirt. Like,
I'm buying my merch
like,
too.
It looks amazing. So, I mean, I think it's great to see that, especially outside of COVID. So, I mean, when did you guys first open, and how were you affected? Like, literally the rest of the world by COVID.
We opened, grand opening was March 19th. However, 3 months prior to that, we were hosting pop-ups, you know, where you would place your order online, and for a select amount of pizza, you know, we had for people to come in, and you pick your time, which time you want to come pick it up. You just come and pick your pizza up due to COVID. And that was going well. We were still selling out at that point, and we were trying out different pizzas and kind of curating our own, you know, in the personal pizza experience, how we wanted to introduce ourselves to the world. So the idea of being sold out was something that was already ingrained in the consumers prior to, because we were kind of, you know, training that and getting that in the thought process when it comes to down-load pizza. Like, you got to get it, because you never know.
Hey, Mark,
you know, you look up, it could be sold out.
Right.
Yeah.
Literally, that is the definition of get it while it's hot, because it's literally.
And the thing about our pizzas is, like, listen, we love to sell out. That's a beautiful thing. But people like think, like, when you go to a pizza shop, you never hear them say, like, we out of pizza. But it's a process. We have Detroit style pizza. It's a whole process. It takes probably, for every bag of flour that I turn, I get 70 pizzas. And out of those 70 pieces, it takes about 2 to 3 hours for me to make that dough, because it has the proof, meaning rise. Then we press it out, push all the air out of the pizza, and then it has to rise again. So when you get that nice crust, that nice thick crust, that airy crust, buttery crust, like that actually took a long time to make.
Yeah, because it definitely wasn't that. I'm so hungry, because y'all, I'm telling y'all, it wasn't that little phony ass, you know, dough that don't taste like nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's a reason why. It's a reason why Papa John's not doing this. You know what I mean? It's a reason why Little Caesar's not doing it, because it's a long process. You know what I mean? So, like, everything that we done, we curated all these different flavors, and we put together the dough. We put the time into the dough. Like I told you, my day was drawn. Like, since 6 o'clock this morning, I was making dough.
Wow.
And that's essentially your timeline every day at 6 a.m. You're making dough.
No, on Wednesday.
On Wednesdays. Okay.
Wednesday. And if I sell out by Saturday, that means if I sell out Friday, that means I'm back in there Saturday morning.
Wow.
I gotta call my people and we up 6 o'clock in the morning. Yo, let's get it.
Wow. Wow.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Like we really putting the work in. And it's made specifically by us. We not ordering the dough nowhere. We not bringing it in, and it's not frozen. It was made today. We got people. A lot of times I find like in our community, people be surprised to see a business there and they don't know how to act. So it was like they knock on the door. You can see we working hard. It's closed. We're closed. But they're like, can I get a menu? Can I get this? Sis, we closed. You know what I mean? Like,
right. Like it's 6 a.m. Like,
right.
Like, but the dough smells so good. It smells like all bread. We like, okay, come back tomorrow at 12. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Thank you.
My God.
I really wish Seamless would come up 95 right now.
Listen.
The way that I wish.
I told, listen.
2 hours.
We might need to take a little trip this weekend. It is work. We gotta obviously place our orders in
a flight and a drive. Like what the hell?
Well, y'all know the chef and y'all know the CEO, so y'all
right.
guarantee
it's worth it. Yeah, exactly. I'm using that. I'm using that for sure.
So you're so popular. Are there any plans in the future to expand?
Yeah, for sure. One thing that the pizza's good, and everybody loves the pizza, but the real reason is for the mission, because what we're doing needs to be done in other underprivileged neighborhoods around the United States, because as we see that, we got to get out and do stuff for ourselves, and that's how it's always been. So we know that we got to do for our people. So the plan is to take this thing, and replicate this in other cities, because it's a necessity. And the other thing that we also offer is the housing to people who need it, because there are apartments on top of the restaurant.
That's
so
awesome.
Wow.
People who are in need of housing, can stay there 6 months rent free for them while they get themselves, back on their feet. And we also offer a fair, equitable rate. So we're paying people double what they say the living rate in Philly is to work. So, you're making $15 an hour, and then like, making pizza, you're making more at our restaurant than some of the top tier restaurants in the city.
Wow.
And that's a fact. I can attest to that. And to piggyback on what Muhammad just said, like, this is my demonstration. Like during COVID, a lot of protests was happening across every city in the country. The Black community was coming together and they was out here marching in the street, protesting, you know what I mean? Like, but I can't do that. I'm a felon. So any contact with the police, I'm directly back in jail. You understand? Like, I don't have that. So this is my demonstration to be able to get on here and talk to the people and tell them like what we doing. Cause like, we not just going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like protest after protest, nobody cares. Let's be honest.
Not at all.
It's all about the action.
Yeah,
exactly. So we leading by example, and we going to change our corner of North Philly. And hopefully, you know what I mean, it pop up over east. You know what I mean? It pop up down west, out down Baltimore. You know what I mean? Like we just trying to blaze the trail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're really about to make me shed a little thug too.
No, me.
I know.
Me too. Look, my two was struck. Me too. I was just like, I am inspired.
No problem. Let's demonstrate. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, you don't see like reentry programs. Like people just always talk about it and like what they would want to do to like help people. And like this is legit. Like it's beyond just the job. It's a community. It's also housing.
Yes.
It's also making sure that you're not making minimum wage, but you are making a living wage. And like people are like fighting for that alone.
Yeah.
And we want to humanize people again, because inside the inside prisons, your asset, simply because they pay you pennies to work, right? So all of these large corporations who participate in the prison industrial complex, people inside prison are asset, but once you are out of prison, you're a liability. There's nothing for you. So, the safest neighborhoods in the United States don't have the most cops. They have the most resources. So these neighborhoods that we serve in, it's a shortage of resources. So we just want to come in and, provide resources to these people, because the study and the data shows that if you provide resources, you cut recidivism by 80-90%. So you give them something to do other than what they're used to doing, then you have a higher chance of staying out here. So this is what we're going to do: provide them with as many resources as possible. So therefore, they have all the tools they need to succeed.
Are there other resources even like that in Philly? Because like you said, I feel like, it's definitely designed to keep you in prison and to keep you going back.
They hide it. They don't tell you about it because guess what? When these grants that go out and they don't get used, the money goes back to the house.
Okay.
It's happening in Baltimore just like it's
everywhere. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only way, like I just was talking about this the other day, like they make it illegal for us to network with each other. You mean to tell me from the age of 19 to the age of 27, I was in prison. And the same people that I done starved with, got paid 19 cents with, put food in the pot together and we fed each other. I'm not allowed to communicate with them motherfuckers when I get out here? They the only motherfuckers that give a fuck about me.
Yeah. No, not at all.
No. Like, because it's all designed for us to go back in there.
Absolutely, yeah.
As chattel. We still chattel, basically. You know what I mean? All the parole officers care about is getting paid. Make sure you get paid. That's what this whole system is about. And like, we trying to blow the top off of it. And
I mean, y'all are. I literally am so inspired because I'm literally like, okay, how are we gonna get one in the Northeast? Because I'm like, Muhammed and Michael, I'm calling y'all after. I'm so serious. Like, how, like you said, in all of these other cities, because that's just like, y'all are really, like I said, doing the work.
For sure. And like, how can people, obviously, because you're based in North Philly, how can people outside of North Philly actually support you guys and help the community and the former, inmates that you all are helping as well?
We also, we got a little GoFundMe that we running for people to donate, and those are going towards our community efforts. We're also doing a lot of sustainable gardens within North Philly to provide fresh produce for people within the neighborhood. We're looking to do some community tech centers for our youth because, our youth got to get on code with, what's going on in this tech world and be able to have, employment when they get
STEM
older.
education. It's STEM.
Because at the end of the day, everybody's not going to go to college. We know this. So we got to be able to provide resources for them to succeed in this world, in the direction that it's going. And, they can purchase the merch, it's a plethora of ways you can support, this reposting on Instagram and, sharing it with somebody else and inspiring somebody else or an employer possibly seeing it. You never know whose eyes are on your social media and employers seeing it. Like, you know what? I'm going to change some of my hiring practices. Maybe I'm going to start looking at people that have records and things like that because they are human beings, right? So it's different ways to support, not just buying pizza.
Love that. No, we'll be sure to share definitely all of that because, like you said, Dee, I'm like,
so inspired.
The thug tear. It's going to come by the end of this episode. I know.
Shut up. You would not be getting emotional on this episode. Oh my God, I cannot. Child. Well, so we don't shed a little thug tear up in his naive. We're going to play a little game. Look, Muhammad, you see his screen went black. He said, I'm married. I want
we didn't even see him no
zero.
More.
He said, I want 0 parts in any of this tomorroy.
My name is Bennett.
He said,
I think somebody calling me.
He said, my name is Bennett. I ain't in it. I appreciate it. I respect it. So we are going to play a little light game, Fuck, Marry, Kill. And basically, we'll give you the choice of 3 women from a topic, and then you will say if you would rather who you would fuck, who you would marry, and who you would kill.
Straightforward, right?
Straightforward, yeah. We're gonna do a Philly edition. And again, it's just fun. It's just
fun and games.
So it's gonna be 90s. And first of all, I don't even know how these are literally all 3 of my favorite artists. I thought I was going to Philly.
Right.
Y'all know I thought I was gonna move to Philly, and I was
still supposed to move
there. Right.
Y'all messy. Why I gotta be Philly people? Y'all being messy.
What? They're all no, because it goes.
We're just shouting y'all city out. That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Y'all know I was moving to Philly. I was marrying in Bilal. Like that was what my life was gonna be. So these people are gonna be It's Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, or Lauryn Hill, not from Philly, but you know.
And Erica from Dallas, but that's okay. We got
right.
one.
Okay. I'm sorry, and I messed that up. The thing was actually 90s songstresses. I just saw Jilly from Philly, so my bad. That was my mess up.
So you got three options. Yeah.
I'm marrying Jill.
Of course.
Right. We gotta marry Jilly. And I'm fucking Erykah Badu. Cause she got a whole candle that smell like, you know what I mean? She
hey, Mike, you got those outfits ready, bro? Because after that,
that's why I said I'm only fucking
platforms.
it. That's why I said I'm only fucking it. Because if you marry her, you're going to be caught up changing your whole situation and all that.
Oh my God.
And Lauryn Hill, I'm sorry, you are the shit, but you made me wait for fucking 3 hours at the E Factory. You gotta go.
That's fair. I mean,
real red. Like, she came out, we waited for her, as Talib Kweli was open for her. She came out, performed one song, went back in the dressing room for another hour.
What?
Then came back out, did like 4 songs, went back in the dressing room.
No.
Nigga.
She wasn't even singing her original song. So it's like, we're not about to be waiting for you to just sing remixes of songs, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, and I used to love her. I mean, I still do, but yeah, she might be the worst person I've ever seen live. She was there, did sound check while we were there, and then left, and came back 3 hours later. Everybody was gone, and this was at a festival, and it was freezing. And this is in New Orleans, actually freezing. No, it was 5 people there to see Lauryn Hill. Sis, you came on at 2 a.m. We've been waiting since your set time was 11:20 or something like that.
She gotta go.
She got go. Those are great selections. I agree with those. I agree with all of those. Absolutely.
Jill, I love you. Come through.
Look, they're gonna be in there making grits.
Right. He's gonna make the grits for her. She don't even gotta make them.
We actually got a pizza. We got a pizza named after A Long Walk. We got a pizza. It was on the menu.
What's on the Long Walk? What's the one that?
Damn, you bringing me back because that was from the pop-up phase. So the Long Walk was it was Italian marinated type chicken breast, creamy pesto, and roasted red peppers.
Is there a box that just has every flavor in it? I know that's doing a whole lot, but just like one slice
everything
of every.
Yeah.
I get busy. You hear me? Like Jill Scott, that song "Long Walk." When you hear that, John, you just, you know what I mean? That's something that you listen to when you in the kitchen prepping, getting everything ready. So that's how she got the Long Walk, man. That creamy pesto with that chicken breast, that marinated chicken breast with the roasted peppers, that was for her.
Wow.
So Jill, if you hear us pop out, we got you.
Well, look, she gonna come. She gonna hear. She gonna come. I guess in all of this also, just like, what's the biggest lesson that you guys have learned throughout all this?
Hold on. You're not gonna let Muhammad slide like that, because he really tried to like deviate and talk about the pizza so that we may ask him the question.
Really so one of my big learning, what I learned.
Muhammad, right? Muhammad said, "Y'all ain't about to get me caught up, okay?"
Listen, I'm not trying to have Muhammad sleeping in his car tonight, child. Right now.
You gotta respect the game.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have him sleep in his car. They're really trying to have you out here tonight. He's trying to have you sleep in the shop.
Life.
Right.
And then you saying he got to bring a pizza just to sleep on your couch.
Right.
I'll let him. I'll let it slide. I'll ride down. I get my own. But yeah, what is one of the biggest lessons that you learned throughout all this?
Being as though this is my first time, really in the restaurant industry, I just been soaking up a lot of game and learning a lot from Kurt and Mike, just being in the kitchen and knowing how the functionality of the kitchen and knowing what it takes to bring, we all love food and finally get to see like what it takes to get those dishes into to your plate. So just learning all that stuff has been great for me in general, and I like it. I like the pace of the kitchen. I just like the overall serving people and making a good product.
Michael,
the biggest lesson since we opened down north is that to me it's like not everybody is gonna see the mission how you see it. They're not gonna understand it until like everything comes full circle. So it's like this staying, keeping that tunnel vision and eye on the ball, and basically that justifies everything that we do.
I love that. How often do y'all switch up the menu? Or do you have like features or like a pizza of the month or something?
That's what I'm rolling out right now. Actually, I got two different, because we also have fries too on the menu. We have 4 different fries we started with, and basically the street said it. They made a whole TikTok and they said that our crab fries was better than Chicky and Pete's. I don't know whether it's the lump crab meat that got them or it's our cheese sauce, but the street said it. We ain't say it, but
people love lump crab meat though.
Love.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
We don't play about that. Yeah, we don't play about that at all. I do not play about my crab.
That summertime on the stoop feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Let's eat
that.
that,
Oh my
eat them
God.
crabs. But tomorrow I'm actually rolling out a specialty pizza that's not on our menu, and I'm rolling out 2 different fries. And basically, we just gonna have a little write up when you come in. Look, we got these add-ons, and really, I want some feedback from our customers, whether or not they should be staples put on the menu or whatever. Because it's like I said, we are the people's pizza. Like, we not here to just make a profit. It's a place with a mission. So we always want to keep our customers satisfied. So if we get enough people, we sell out on this pizza, who knows? This joint might be on the menu, the next menu, next time we reprint. But we're going to keep on working it like that with different specials.
Can I be an intern?
I need a secretary, actually. I'm getting all types of emails and stuff. I'm not used to keeping track of the emails and all that. I mean,
as long as I can get free pizza, I'm totally down for that. I'm extremely organized. Sign me up. Pay me in pizza. Yeah, pay me in pizza and crab fries, and I will have that. I have the whole calendar organized. Have your whole life organized for some crab fries.
And the bean ice cream sandwich, black bean ice cream sandwich.
And be big as a damn house probably too.
And you probably will learn how to make pizza, so you be making your own.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look. It's definitely gonna have to be that vegan, because Lord knows.
I definitely want to see how you make this dough. Like, that sounds amazing and long, tedious too. From 6 a.m. to 2. You said 2 hours?
That's just for one bag. One bag
gosh.
makes me 70 pieces. 70 pieces is not even a full day for us. So, like, I got a nice team, though. I got a nice team of people that been through the same struggle that I've been through, and they was counted out. But guess what? They go hard. And we went hard today, and we got this dough ready, and we ready for the weekend.
Wow. I love that. I'm like...
All right.
Dreamwork, make the dream work.
Yeah, I really am inspired.
Yeah.
So inspired.
For sure.
Lord.
We have some ending show questions. We ask every guest 2 questions. And the first one is, what would you tell your younger self? And both of you can obviously answer.
You want to go first, Muhammed?
Yeah, no, I'm thinking that's a good question right there.
I would tell my younger self to stop being such a hothead. You know what I mean? Because I was always quick to meet you where you met me at, but I was more violent. So I got into a lot of stuff when I was a kid. So I would definitely tell myself to cool out, because now it's like stuff just rolls off my back like a duck in water. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, they're not ready to be where I'm at with it. So it's like, just smile.
You're not going where I'm going with it.
Yeah. I'm out here and I enjoy my family. I love my daughters. Like, I would really tell my younger self to just chill. Like, everybody they might be just having a bad day. So, like, just learn how to get along.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, that's important in everything. I feel like, even in just working, like, it don't even have to be super escalated, but sometimes it's like, like you said, like, I'm gonna let you have that. It's not even worth my peace of mind right now.
Because you could lose yourself in a moment of passion.
Yeah,
you
right.
Could lose
Yeah,
yourself
for sure.
and lose your freedom.
Yeah.
And you be up there.
One choice, exactly. Yeah.
And it ain't nothing in there that's nice. You hear me? It ain't no Henny. It ain't no girls. It ain't no kick. I mean, it is Kit Kats, but people fight over them. You know what I mean? But who wants to live like
place?
That?
No. Yeah.
For me, to be honest, I don't think I would tell my younger self anything, because I feel like everything that I went through and everything that happened to me shaped me to be the person I am today. So honestly, there's nothing about me today that, you know, I feel like I would want to change, because, you know, I'm not perfect. But, you know, I learned a lot throughout life, and, you know, the ups and downs, things that I went through, and the way I was able to handle things just in life, you know, it was a lot of lessons that I learned. So for me, it's like, I don't think I would tell my younger self to do anything different, because of the way it shaped me and where I'm at today.
Love that. Go on. Go off.
Muhammad said, I ain't even giving myself a pep talk.
Right. It'll make sense. All this gonna make sense.
Right.
Yeah, it's all gonna come together, you know, now that you look.
No, for sure. And so what do you know for sure?
You said what do I know for sure?
Yeah.
I know for sure, like, you know, life is life. And, you know, you see, you know, life is always gonna be life, and, like, you know, in a sense. So it's like, for me, it's like, you know, I'm for sure that things are always gonna work itself out. That's one thing I'm sure about. You know, no matter what you do, things always tend to work themselves out for the better. And that's one thing I'm sure about.
That's facts.
Because life is gonna life. That's for sure. Michael.
Oh, what do I know for sure? Anything that's for me.
Sorry, y'all.
No. Y'all wants to do that part again?
If you could just, Michael, if you could just say, what do you know for sure again? I'm so sorry.
Did it cut off there?
That's where it cut off, you.
You were gone?
I was gone.
He was frozen.
What do I know for sure? Once again, anything that's for me is meant to be, and anything that's not isn't. So once again, I don't wet the small stuff. I'm at peace with everything that's going on in my life.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Insane.
Thank you.
Are working on that anyway.
Yeah, right.
Y'all can find us 2804 West Lehigh Avenue. Instagram, Down North Pizza, downnorthpizza.com. On IG, Down North Pizza. And on IG, my personal account is Cool Hand Miz.
Cool Hand Miz?
Yeah, COOLHANDMIZ. Cool Hand Miz.
Oh, Miz. Okay.
I got it. It was the mitts. It was like mitts, like mitts.
Right.
No.
Right. Me too. I was like the gloves that, you know, because it's hot to pull them out. Like
that's the common nickname in Philadelphia for somebody that has the M name. Or
oh, really?
Mizike or Mizark. You know what I mean? It is how we talk.
Oh, see, we learned something new. We don't have that. Yeah. I would say we don't have that. That is something that we don't have.
Like somebody that's showing out here they shiz.
Okay.
Come on, y'all.
We just got them regular nicknames, you know, like Ray Ray, Peanut,
TT and DD.
Right.
There you go.
Literally. Yeah.
We got them too. You hear me?
Not peanut.
It's a peanut everywhere.
It is a peanut everywhere.
Everywhere.
If it ain't no peanut in your neighborhood, they ain't really a hood.
Oh my God. Yeah, peanut. Peanut is the one.
That's true.
So yeah, we end every show with a quote. And the quote is, be intentional with your energy, be intentional with your time, be intentional with your habits. So obviously just intention and being intentional.
Being intentional about going to eat that pizza.
I can't wait. Like I was in Philly like a couple months ago. I need to go back.
I'm telling you.
Listen, 95 till you take that Lehigh Avenue exit, and all you gotta do is drive. Down
right
Lehigh
there.
Avenue, we be here, 28.
Yeah.
Pop out.
Right there.
We gotta make that happen soon.
Thanks so much for coming on, y'all. We really appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
Definitely. These bikes in the background is strong. I hear that. Y'all down Baltimore.
Right, exactly. Used to it. We're in New York right now. It's usually sirens, but my neighborhood is quiet. I'm like on a real residential block now, but used to it.
Yeah, I hate it, but yeah.
But we love what y'all doing and like keep it moving.
Yeah, we down north. You know my motto: a revolutionary ain't no place for a revolutionary in Hollywood. It's in the streets with the people. So that's where we at.
Word.
That's actually the quote. That is the quote.
All day, every day.
That is the quote. So, and again, anything we can do to support and help, please let us know.
No, for sure, man.
But I'm excited. I'm so excited for y'all. Just watch this.
It's amazing. It really is.
I do. So thanks again, y'all.
Thank you so much, Muhammed.
Thank y'all. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.